Emily and Lorraine, and you are listening to our podcast, To My Daughter.
So we thought we'd do a little podcast and talk about our lives, how close we are, and loads of things that we do. Yeah, we thought it'd be interesting. And if no one likes it, then, it's fun for us.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Emily.
And I'm Lorraine.
And welcome to our podcast, To My Daughter. We could be on the phone for 2 hours at a time, and that's just a normal day.
Yeah, that's not even, we haven't even got anything to chat about.
Literally, I could just ring you and be like, I just wanted to check if you had any of my milk for when I come round, and then 2 hours later, we're in a deep conversation about, I don't even know what. So we both love a hot chocolate, and more recently you've got into it, haven't you? So every week we're gonna be showcasing what hot chocolates we're having. What have you got today?
So today I've got Whittard salted caramel.
Oh,
it's nice. Whittard.
It's fancy.
What have you
Mine's
got?
not that fancy. I've got the Galaxy vegan hot chocolate, which I only get when it's on offer because we love a deal, don't we?
Oh God, we love.
We love a deal. We love a bargain. And I've got my Winnie the Pooh mug. You got me this mug actually.
Yeah, Sophie got me this one. This is a Walt Disney World.
50th
I think it was
celebration.
It was the celebration one, wasn't it? Yeah, 50th celebration.
Oh, do you like Disney, do you?
Oh, obsessed.
Oh, me too, look. Yeah, so we're a bit of a Disney fanatic family. You got everybody into it.
Yeah, it was me that started it, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're a big Disney fan.
Yeah, I wanted to go from when I was really young. My dad always said he would take me, but I never went. And when we got married, Dad took me, didn't he?
Yeah.
He tried to do it as a surprise, but it didn't quite work.
Why?
Because we couldn't find my passport.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, I can't remember what he did it for now. I don't know if it was for Christmas. He wrote one of his friends in to say, they've got this competition at the travel agents and they need people's passport numbers. And I was like, really? Anyway, so I was looking for my passport
You're
everywhere.
so cautious though, Dad can't trick you. You'd be why do they need that?
I know, I was like, that's a bit strange. Anyway, I literally looked high and low. I don't even know to this day what happened to it. So he had to tell me in the end. Because obviously they needed it to put on all the documents and everything. So,
well, was you just going to be like, it doesn't matter. We don't have to enter the competition. It's fine.
I can't remember because this was 1989. I think 1990.
You've never told me that before.
Yeah. 1990.
What?
Yeah. So obviously he had to tell me. So that was our first trip out there, me and Dad.
Mad.
Yeah, it was so quiet when we went there and it was amazing.
Yeah, but there's no one
no queues
piling onto Main Street.
Yeah.
Everyone could just walk normally.
Yeah.
You took your really big camera recorder, I remember.
Well, no, we didn't actually. We rented one when we was there. Yeah, we didn't have
when you got there?
Yeah, we didn't have a camcorder. It was a really big one as well.
I just remember seeing pictures of you with the big bag for it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you rented it there.
Yeah, we rented it when we got there because it had to be changed over as well because it was obviously done in their format.
Do you remember how much the holiday was when you went? Compared to a Disney holiday now?
No, I've probably...
The two of you.
I think I've still got the documents from it.
We used to do a full Disney episode where we just talk about everything Disney.
Every time we've been to Disney.
Every time
where
we've
been to Disney.
Yeah.
So we went 1989 and then it was New Year, 1990 New Year. So we went over Christmas. They did New Year, downtown Disney used to be called, which is Disney Springs now.
Yes, downtown Disney.
They used to do New Year every night anyway.
What, they used to do the countdown?
Yeah.
Every night?
Yeah, and they used to have
that is mad.
It was all clubs. It wasn't really like now. It's more sort of a shopping sort of daytime area now.
So it was for adults?
Yeah, so it was for adults because you had to be because they checked you when you went in how old you were.
Got ID to go into downtown Disney.
And they ID'd me, but I was well over the age. I was probably 27 or 28, I think.
Oh, my age.
Your age, yeah.
No
28,
way.
Yeah.
Did you just have to have your passport?
I think so, yeah. But I didn't drink anyway, did I?
No, you
wouldn't drink,
yeah.
so it wasn't for that. It's
yeah,
just
we
you
both
couldn't go in this area.
Anyway, yeah.
But we did go to this place. We went to there, but I don't think we went on New Year's Eve. We went to this place called, I think it was Henry VIII's banquet or something. Yeah. So we went there for the night, and you sat round a table with loads of other people, and that was where we went for our New Year's. But I don't remember seeing that, if that's still there or not.
What, was Dad just talking to everyone?
Yeah, it was a bit awkward actually.
Because you don't like that,
I remember,
do you?
no, these people said, have you got any family? And I was like, oh yeah, I've got my mum and dad and my brother. But they didn't mean that. They meant, have you got any family as
kids?
Yeah.
You're like, no, we're the kids. We're at Disneyland. I never knew Dad was trying to surprise you for that trip. That is very cute.
We went for 2 weeks, but we took a car. This is why we've never driven again. We literally didn't know if it was going down the right road or not. We was like, which way are we? Because it's off opposite side of the road.
Yeah, and it's big highways.
And you can turn on a red line. We didn't know what we was doing, but it was just so difficult. So every time we've been we said, we're not going to do that again.
So you just picked the car up from the airport?
Yeah. Do you remember seeing that, where it was we pretended Dick Tracy was a movie that was out at the time, and me and Dad was it was a green screen behind us, and it was like, do you not remember that? Have you never seen that?
What, a photo?
No, so it's a video, and then we say a script, and it's
No.
like
I don't remember that.
Don't you remember that?
It's on a video.
It's on a video.
But
it's obviously VHS, isn't it? So
yeah, I do remember seeing a snippet of the Disney video. I don't remember that though. So you were on a green screen.
Yeah, so
is that Disney then?
Yeah, so that was. No, I think it was Universal actually, probably. And then they edit it all.
Because like you're quite shy normally, but you were fun.
Yeah, I can't actually remember what
That's
I said on
sick.
it. I'll have to dig it out.
So obviously, because we're massive Disney fans, I started trying to tick them off with Colin, my boyfriend. We went to the California Disneyland, and you said you wanted to go, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was where like Walt Disney was. That was the part that he like imagined and he started building. So I went there in 2017. And then since then, I've tried to like tick off like other ones. And you were like, I want to do it. Like, I want to go to these ones. And it's a bit far, isn't it, for Dad? Like, he's not, like, he's a Disney fan. And he went with you and he would go as a family, but he didn't want to go.
He's not
like,
hardcore like us, is
he's
he?
not. So we said, well, let's do a trip. We'll go to California Disney. And it kind of like stemmed into a just over 3-week trip to LA and California, didn't it?
It did.
And it was like amazing. It was
good.
One of my favourite holidays I've ever done.
Yeah, it was just like we fitted so much in, didn't we?
Literally, like every day we'd plan something.
But like even when we sort of had a bit of a slow day, or if we was moving to another accommodation, it just all fitted, didn't it?
Yeah,
really?
yeah. Because we stayed in a few different places, didn't we? So we could travel around. We stayed in like near the airport first for a couple of nights. Then we went more into like LA. And we went a little bit closer to Hollywood and then Anaheim. And then we came back towards like Hollywood, didn't we?
Yeah.
So obviously the title of this podcast is LA, London, Paris, New York. And the reason for that is because it was 2022 when we said, let's do the trip then to Disney. And then we started like looking into it. I think we booked our flights quite last minute because I'm quite a last minute person.
Yeah.
Me and my boyfriend do a lot of trips and we're very, very last minute and spontaneous.
Whereas I'm not.
Yeah.
I like to pack about 6 months before I go.
Mum had literally unpacked our suitcase like 10 times before we'd even booked flights. Like we knew we were going, but we just didn't know when or where or like. Yeah, it involved Disney and that was what we knew, didn't we? Yeah, I think I packed my suitcase like a couple of days
was you not away
before.
or working a lot or something?
Yeah, I went to Reading Fest doing my glitter. And I reckon I had like maybe 2 days to pack in between.
Had we booked everything by then?
Yeah, but you rang me because you were worried about is it the Esther?
Yeah.
And I was in the tent and we were doing the Esther application. I was doing it on my phone in the tent. So yeah, it was very last minute.
Yeah.
I think we booked the flights though, end of July.
Yeah.
Start of August.
Yeah, and then all the hotels started to get booked slowly, didn't they? And then obviously we did the activities. What was it called?
The City Pass.
The City Pass, yeah.
Yeah, we did the California City Pass. That was actually really good.
Yeah, it worked out good, didn't it?
We could see different things that we wouldn't have maybe done, or it kind of worked out. Like we did Madame Tussauds in Hollywood, which we wanted to do. The Big Bus tour, which we maybe wouldn't have done. Yeah,
and then
so
we did the other
help.
tour, didn't we? The celebrity.
Oh yeah, the Celebrity Homes tour. Oh, we saw where that man does from this morning.
Yeah, he's on Lorraine, isn't he?
Oh, Lorraine, that's it.
What's his name?
What's it called?
Ross is his name. What's his name? Ross.
I can just think of Friends now, Ross Geller.
No,
that's all that's coming into my head.
Oh no, that's
Big
another episode.
Yeah, we're
Friends.
We're really big Friends fans as well.
Yeah.
Because of you.
Yeah.
And that'll have to be another
To be
episode.
honest, though, it was Dad who started with Friends more than me.
Was it?
I had Sophie and she was little then. She was like a baby. Because I think, when did it start? 94, was it? 94? And he's like, I started watching this really good programme. But obviously, because I'd got Sophie, I was like in bed early because I was so tired. And yeah, he always used to say about it. So I never really watched it fully. Yeah, I just used to see bits of it every now and again because obviously you couldn't go on catch up or anything or record.
Yeah, that was it. Like,
yeah,
you missed it.
So it was Dad actually started it off first.
Wow.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I'm learning a lot about Dad today. He's all right, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing all right.
So what episode did you come in on then?
I don't know. Obviously, I watched them all in the end, but
then you started buying the DVDs when we were younger.
Yeah,
so
well, no,
actually...
the VHSs.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Do you remember Sophie had all the VHSs, didn't she?
No, I don't remember that. I do remember having videos. Only video that I remember is my Spice Girls, the movie, green videotape, and the Rugrats in Paris orange videotape. So I do remember having videos, but I don't remember.
I don't think we've got any videos now, though, have we?
No, we should have kept them, though. They were cool.
Yeah, so we've gone off topic. This is what happens.
Yeah, we go off on a tangent, don't we? We were talking about 10 different subjects at once sometimes.
So anyway, so it was in LA, and we went up to see the Hollywood sign, didn't we?
Yes.
We had a guide who was a bit over enthusiastic. He wanted a tip, didn't he? Do you remember?
Oh my God, it was so awkward.
Because you don't mind giving a tip, but he literally wanted a tip so bad, and he was telling us that he will take.
Yeah, he accepts accept Venmo and PayPal, and you can give me cash. All these list of things that he accepts.
When the people didn't want to go up to the top, did they? He said, "How are you going to pay me the tip?" Didn't he?
Yeah.
It wasn't like, "Oh, have a good day" or whatever. It was like how, and they felt really awkward, didn't they?
Like they were forced to. We walked from this point, didn't we, where we had to meet. We walked up halfway to the big viewing point where loads of people go to, and then he was like, "Right, anybody that wants to come up further, it's like an extra half an hour. We'll go behind the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
We'll leave the rest of you here that don't want to do it. That's the end of the tour." Because obviously he just did that separately. Like the one that we booked was only to that viewing point anyway.
And he said, "Right, we're off now." And we was like, "Oh, right." And we was like, "Shall we go or not?"
Yeah.
And then we felt really bad then.
So then he started walking, didn't he? So
Yeah.
we were trailing behind, walking, and there was another girl there and a mum.
Yeah.
So we were kind of we were talking to them a little bit, and then they kind of trailed back a little bit with us, and he started to do this extra hike then up to the back of the Hollywood sign. And I'd say we walked for about 5 minutes, and we just gradually got further and further back. And then we went, "Oh, do you want to go up that far?"
No, we weren't bothered.
We were like, "Oh, it's a bit warm. Do we?" I was like, "I want to take another picture down there."
And we said we're not going to go up, didn't we?
Yeah,
they said they was going to go off.
But we'd already said to the guy that we were gonna go up.
But then we started to go back down, and we started panicking.
Yeah, because we were like, "Oh my God, what if he comes back for his tip? We haven't given him a tip."
And then we ended up going round a different way then, didn't we? Because we thought we'll go that opposite way. And it was all through where the houses were, wasn't it?
Oh, when we got lost.
Yeah,
Well, first before we did that, obviously we'd paid for this experience, so we didn't feel like he wasn't the nicest person ever that you think, "Yeah, I want to give you money."
Yeah, because we tipped loads of people, didn't we?
Yeah, every time we tipped, but he was just really
pushy, wasn't he?
Yeah, pushy. Yeah. So basically we hid around the back of a tree, didn't we? That's what I was going to say before we actually got our pictures.
So we thought they was coming back down.
Yeah, well, we was on this open bit, wasn't we? And we were kind of walking, so if he looked back, he would be able to see us walking away.
Yeah.
He would have been like, "Hey, where's my tip?" So we said to our friend, didn't we, "Right, we're going to drop off, we don't fancy it." And then we started walking back, and we were like, he can see us, he can see us. So we literally hid in a bush until they'd walked off out the way. Oh my God, it was so awkward. We were laughing.
But we had a good time because we went down, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we went round them houses, didn't we, where all the houses were? And then we ended up in a viewing area that was amazing, wasn't it? Down the bottom. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, Hollywood Park.
Yeah,
it was so funny that day.
That was really good.
I'm sure I filmed everything on GoPro. I do a lot of vlogging anyway. This was 2022.
We snuck out the tour.
We just snuck out the tour.
Who's asking everybody for a tip?
He didn't ask. He basically said, "I take PayPal and Venmo or cash for your tip that you will give me." That was a bit passive aggressive, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it was like, "Oh no!" So we got $10 out of it. He just kept walking then, so it was difficult.
And we didn't get some pictures that we wanted to get. So we was like, "Oh, we're gonna carry on taking some pictures," and then he rushed us. Now they've gone. And we didn't give him a tip.
But we told him we needed the toilet.
Yeah, and we do need the toilet. So scary.
See ya.
Yeah, the LA City hikes and bikes tour was a bit scary.
He told us off of being in the road when he was coming in. He was looking for where it was, which was not even a road, was it?
And then he told us off for taking pictures of the Hollywood sign if we weren't in the picture. And then he told us
that he knew how to do it best.
Yeah, and then told us that we had to give him a tip or we couldn't leave.
We've left.
And we left. We told them nothing.
They'll come round in a minute. They'll come running round.
Where have they gone?
The Uber will take about 3 years to come and they'll catch us at the
No, we'll just hide in a tree somewhere.
Did you do it?
I'm sure I filmed it. Wasn't that the last thing we did on the trip, the Hollywood sign? The day before we left.
Where was we staying there?
We were staying in that one that had the washing machine.
Oh, yeah.
And I washed all my clothes before we came back.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it? Yeah, that was really good. It was
we
just on continuously.
Yeah, and we left loads of stuff behind that one, like shoes and stuff.
Bits of food that we didn't we?
And your salad cream or mayo or whatever you got.
Yeah.
What was you looking for? Was you actually looking
I was looking for salad
cream?
cream, but it was, what was it? It was something.
They don't do salad cream in America.
No.
It's not a thing.
And butter was like, everything was so expensive, wasn't it?
So expensive.
But they don't have proper butter, do they? Really?
It sticks, isn't it?
Yeah, they have sticks for cooking, don't they?
Well, when me and Colin went to summer camp, we didn't go. We worked there. We went to summer camp.
That's where you met.
Oh yeah, imagine. No, we worked in the summer camp, didn't we?
Yeah.
And everyone there, like when we had the meals, they don't use butter.
No.
Which I told you, I think, didn't I?
They
just put like they'll
mayo
just have
or
bread and
don't
it's
they?
mayo or mustard or like they'll just layer it up and it'll just be sauce.
Yeah. Well, I suppose when they have
That's why they
like
don't
peanut
have it.
butter and jelly, that's probably
they don't
so
put butter
jam
on it.
So it's like peanut butter and jam,
Isn't it? That?
Very strange.
Any
Anyway, I've
salad
gone
cream.
off topic again.
Oh yeah, so we loved it, didn't we? So we thought we'll do another trip together. I really wanted to go on another trip with you. So our next trip then was last year,
London,
and we went to London for your birthday.
Yeah.
And we went to see Back to the Future.
Yeah, and Grease.
We went to see Grease because Grease is Mum's favourite movie of all time ever.
Ever. Know all the songs.
All the songs. Always playing.
That was on my Spotify when it's Spotify top of the list.
Oh yeah, Spotify rap. Just Grease, wasn't it?
It'll be
Teddy Swims.
This
oh
year,
yeah,
because I play that so much.
We didn't realise. So Mum sent me a voice note yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, you're listening to Teddy Swims? I love him."
Because you could hear it in the background. Couldn't you?
And then Mum was like, "Yeah, I love him as well."
Yeah.
And then you said Dad listens to him. I love that cover of Shania Twain.
Yeah, it's
so
good. Isn't it? Well, all of them are good, I think. All of them. Are so
I want to try and see him.
Yeah. Yeah. So London.
Yeah, so London,
and then we went to your favourite pizza place, Franco Manca.
Oh yeah, Franco Manca. Franco Manca.
I don't know. We went there.
We know what we mean.
Yeah.
Yes, because I struggle, don't I, with like eating certain foods, but I can have sourdough.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's.
We probably need to have an episode about that, about how you ended up with your food.
My eating things.
Yeah.
Because when we go to other countries,
you can eat.
I can eat things,
but in this country, you can't.
Yeah. I just can't eat eggs, white rice, and apples in any country.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm good. Take me to LA, and I had a massive pizza, didn't I?
I know, and macaroni and cheese every night.
Oh my god, I love macaroni and cheese.
That was nice. That Cheesecake Factory.
We went to the Cheesecake Factory. I really wanted to go there. Yeah. Oh my god, that was.
Oh my god, when we saw that place,
that was a special place.
Like, we went into this magical land, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was amazing.
That was sick.
Like we'd been to James Corden, hadn't we?
Yes.
So you got us tickets.
Yeah, I got us tickets.
You wrote a really good thing, didn't you, James Corden? We've gone back now. We've gone back.
I know, we've gone back to LA. LA was so good. It was like 3.5 weeks. It was just so good. We were in the audience.
Yeah. So before we went, you wrote a big thing, didn't you? About I loved him in Gavin and Stacey and everything.
Yeah, I applied for tickets on IOTA. It's called. It's like one IOTA, like one and then IOTA. It's like a website that you can apply for tickets to be in the audience, like in America. And I wrote a whole spiel about how we love Gavin and Stacey and James Corden.
Yeah, because we got tickets. Because if you remember, we went to see Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
And some people was talking about the James Corden one.
And they couldn't
get tickets. So I think yours definitely did work.
Yeah, I did a whole spiel about what big fans we are, didn't I?
Yeah. And we got such a good seat, didn't we?
Yeah.
So amazing.
Oh my God, yeah, they sat
right down the front. And then when he was coming off, well, you asked him a question, didn't you, in between?
Yeah, I think he had a little break.
I was like, ask him a question.
I was like, oh my God.
What did he call you something, didn't he? What did he say?
Sweetheart or something. Or aren't you such a...
Something like...
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
I think he said sweetheart. Yeah,
because you asked him about Gavin and Stacey, didn't you? When are you going to be another Gavin and Stacey?
Yeah, because anybody was just asking stuff. It was like a little break in between filming. I think he answered people's questions, didn't he? And I just said, oh, we love you, we're from the UK. And we just wondered, like me and Mum wondered if you're going to be doing Gavin and Stacey again. And then he was like, oh, you're such a sweetheart or something. And if anyone doesn't know, I was in a little show called Gavin and Stacey that I wrote with my friend Ruth Jones, and we did a little series together in the UK, and he just said like he just said, didn't he, like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. But then going out as well, he shook our hands, didn't he? Because we were right at the front.
Yeah, he came and said bye to everyone because he had to walk down the bit past us.
Yeah. And you put your hand out. I think you said, "Mum, put your hand out."
Yeah,
like I did
because he did like high fives. Didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so cool.
Yeah, and then we went to see Kelly Clarkson as well, didn't
we?
We applied for that though, didn't we? While I was there. You applied, didn't you? While I was there.
Yeah, I had to look. I just thought let's see what else is
because
going
that
on.
was it in Universal? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? We had to go down
the City Walk in Universal.
and we had to get the bus, and we went on the back lot, didn't we? There.
Oh yeah, we went round everywhere.
Yeah.
And you had to wear bright colours, and Mum was panicking. She was
I
like,
know.
"What do I wear for Kelly Clarkson?"
I think I bought something in the end, though, didn't I?
Yeah, you had like
pink thing.
a pink summer kind of jacket,
Yeah.
and didn't you have my shoes on?
Yeah.
Got my sandals on.
Anything fancy to wear. And he said,
We had
something
like a
bright.
whole fashion show the night before, didn't we? Because she was like, "Oh my god, I haven't got."
Because
obviously
we knew we
stuff.
was going to James Corden, but we didn't know.
Yeah, we planned for that.
Yeah. I remember we went there, and then afterwards we went to that. What's that? Forrest Gump.
We went to Bubba Gump, the restaurant, because I really wanted to go.
Because we hadn't eaten anything.
Yeah.
And we went there. I had fish and chips, and you had, I can't remember what you had.
Macaroni cheese.
Oh, did you have macaroni cheese again?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I had macaroni cheese defo.
Yeah.
I remember it. It was good, but we said that the food that we had in Cheesecake Factory was so much better.
Yeah.
Well,
we even took
nice
stuff home, and I think didn't you have to take a cheesecake?
Yeah, I got
because I don't really
cheesecake.
like cheesecake that much.
Just
but you
slice.
did, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, it was so good.
And then that's when we come out of there in this magical place.
Well, that was where it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in there.
So basically, that we came out of James Corden. I said, "Oh, I want to go. Should we eat?" And then I said, "Oh, I think there's a Cheesecake Factory nearby." And then we walked past that really fancy supermarket called Air One or Air One that has like the Kylie Jenner smoothie, because we went in and
I had a look.
I had a look at the Kylie Jenner smoothie that was like $20 or something.
Yeah.
I didn't have it. I just wanted to look at it. And then we walked to the Cheesecake Factory, and it was in this like on its own kind of like outdoor shopping complex.
Yeah, but it had got like all fountains and this like trolley,
and it had music playing in the background, like you were on a film set or like in walking down Main Street kind of vibe.
Because it was like a cinema. I don't think it was real cinema, but it was like a cinema set
above it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it had like a little trolley.
Yeah, and we got on
like
it, and it was just so fun, wasn't it? And he was talking to everybody, and
it was like a 5-minute trolley that just kept going back and forth all day.
Yeah, and you could see all the shops on the way through.
Yeah,
and that,
loads of shops, restaurants.
Yeah. And like people sat by the fountain, weren't they?
And there was a fountain show. Then we went to Whole Foods, which was like over the road, got you some milk, and then we went back, got on the trolley.
Last trip, you guys have made it. Congratulations. Woo! There we go, I love that enthusiasm.
Oh, how cool is this one? And then we got an Uber back to the hotel, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Not hotel, it was an Airbnb, I think.
Yeah.
I think we only stayed in Airbnbs, didn't we?
Well, no, we stayed in the hotel. We went to Anaheim.
Oh,
that was so good there, wasn't it?
What was it called? Clementine.
Clementine
Hotel.
It was so nice. That man was so nice. And we had free breakfast there.
I know.
But that was really good, that one, because normally when you go to breakfast, they're like, you can't take anything away from breakfast. But they literally gave you breakfast boxes. Because if you didn't go over, I said, what do you want? And I'd bring you back with breakfast.
Yeah, because we went to Disney, I think it was was it our second week?
Yeah.
So we'd kind of got into the time a little bit. The first few days, I was getting up early because actually it wasn't early, because in my brain it was late. But then I got into the time zone, so then I stopped coming for breakfast after that, didn't I, a little bit? But we had like a fridge and a cooker in our apartment. It was called Clementine Hotel and Suites. We had a suite. So we didn't even need to go for breakfast.
We didn't really cook anything in there much, because you had that, what was that Chinese meal you had?
Oh my god, I went to Panda Express.
Panda Express.
Oh, yeah, I love Panda Express. I had prawns, and then the other time I think I got it again when we went to Universal City Walk, because we went to Universal twice, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I had vegetarian, like Beyond Meat orange chicken, but it was so good.
And I had that ice cream. Do you remember I had that ice cream? It's the most expensive
ice cream.
Oh
my god, the most expensive ice cream anyone's ever had. Not just you.
How much was it? I can't
He was so nice. I think he
conned us didn't
big time. It started off at like $8 or something.
$8 or something, yeah, and it ended up being like $16.
Yeah, like tax, sprinkles, and then I think he just put something else on top of it, like maybe a tip.
I mean, it was really good, but it wasn't worth that much money.
No, because
I think it just conned us,
you had to eat it then, and it was so
big.
You couldn't eat it all.
I loved it when we found that
supermarket
other place as well, that Taco Bell, and we got something was really good there, wasn't it? What was really good? We got that drink.
Oh, it's that drink that Harry drinks, the green
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. I got a Mountain Dew slush.
Yeah.
And wasn't it like $1 for like the hour that we were there?
It was a special offer, wasn't it, or something?
Everything was like, $1 drink. Yeah. I think that was the day we did the big bus tour, because then we got off the bus. Oh, we went to Beverly Hills. This was the day we went to Beverly Hills.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and
we met our friend.
Yeah.
We met our friend.
He was doing, what was it, like a...
He did TikTok videos, didn't he, where he he talks to random people that he meets in different places in LA, and and just ask them questions.
Yeah, because we literally just got there.
Yeah.
We got out the Uber and we walked around to the sign, didn't we? The Beverly Hills sign.
Yeah. Oh,
and,
that was so cool.
And he took our picture in that then.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did like little snippets of us.
Positivity kind of videos, isn't he? Because we're quite like wary when we go on holiday anyway. And like that was our first time ever like, being that far away together.
Yeah.
Like without Dad or without me, without Colin. Like we'd never been anywhere that far away, not as a family. Just us two, like two women. So because he asked us, didn't he?
To do it,
Can I ask you a few questions, like mother and daughter? And we said, if you take a picture of us, we will. So we took a picture of us, and then we did that, didn't we? And it was actually really good.
Yeah, it was really good when
we've got that
saw
now.
It all, didn't we? Like, we only kept putting out like different snippets of it, didn't we?
Yeah, so I think we did Beverly Hills sign. We got an Uber to there. Then we got on the big bus tour. This was the first day we were in LA, I think. Then we went to the Ghirardelli Disney store.
Oh yeah, we did.
And I had that massive, I think I had like a nice chocolate or something. And then we got back on the big bus tour because it was so hot that day.
Yeah.
That was the day we literally couldn't eat, like we were melting.
I know, it was so warm.
When we went on this trip as well, people who actually live in LA and California said it'd never been this hot before. And we were there.
I know.
We don't like the heat anyway.
No, I know, no, it wasn't.
Out of all of
that's why we was trying to go inside all the time, wasn't we?
We walked up and down a little bit of Hollywood, I think.
Yeah, because we looked at the Hollywood
Boulevard,
stars, didn't we?
And then we went to the Chinese theatre. And then we were looking around and we ended up in Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And you said it was the best meal ever. But do you think that's because you were so hungry?
Yeah.
And I'd never been to Taco Bell because I can't eat the, like,
I think we had
wraps.
I think I had a quesadilla. I don't know what you had. Did you have a quesadilla?
I had a quesadilla with, like, cheese and a Mountain Dew slush.
Yeah, I don't know why I had a
amazing.
Probably had cherry coke. Well, it was so weird, wasn't it, in LA, how many homeless people there were? A lot of
and Santa Monica.
Yeah.
On the way to Santa Monica Beach.
Yeah, because we went there shopping as well, didn't we? We've gone off topic again because we was in London.
Why are we in LA again? We've gone back. Maybe we should just do one episode on LA at this point. So fast forward to September 2023.
Went to London.
We went to go and see Greece because Harry booked it for your birthday because Peter Andre was in it.
Yeah.
And you like Peter Andre. So I said, should we go outside the stage door and see if he comes out afterwards?
Yeah.
And it was raining, wasn't it? And he
so
didn't come out.
He didn't come out. Well, it's because it was an afternoon one, wasn't it? If it had been the evening one, he might have done.
But we stayed there for a good hour, probably.
I know, yeah, in pouring rain. But then, after that, it was so cold that we went into Primark.
Yeah. Went into Primark, obviously. Oh, yeah, another thing that Mum is obsessed with. So it's Disney, Friends and Primark.
Yes.
And that's definitely rubbed off on me as well, a little bit. Too much.
Luckily, because we'd gone in your car, we could take more stuff back with us. Oh, what we've not mentioned.
Oh, no, what?
The reason we went as well. Harry Potter we went to.
Oh, yeah, we went to Harry Potter World.
Yeah. What's it called? Warner Bros. Studios.
Yeah. Yes, so Mum had actually never seen Harry Potter, had you? And
no.
We used to, like, we'd been to Florida and Universal and
we'd done all the rides and everything.
Yeah, like, you loved Harry Potter, like, the land, the experience, like, the Hogwarts Express. But you'd never actually seen the movies.
No. So we started watching the films,
didn't we? Because we said, let's go to, like, Warner Bros. Studios. And that was my birthday present for you.
And it was so good. So good, and we was there. We was last there, weren't we? We literally, every time we go somewhere, we're always, like, there for so long, aren't we?
Like, literally, like,
actually,
people couldn't believe
how long. Going back to LA, we went to that, what was that? That was Warner Studios,
yeah, Warner Bros. Studios as well.
Yeah, and Warner we was there so long as well, Hollywood,
yeah. Oh, yeah, and that was the day that we were switching hotels. Obviously, we had to have our suitcases with us that day, but it worked out every time we went somewhere that we could leave our suitcases, didn't we? And the Warner Bros. Studios in Hollywood, they were like, oh, yeah, can you just open them for us? Because we'll put
we packed that much stuff in it, hadn't we?
Like, he unzipped it and he went like... It was so bad. So he was like, yeah, let's close it again. So that was Warner Brothers there, where we got to see the Friends set, like Gilmore Girls, Pretty Little Liars. We saw, like, Ross's mum and
Ross's mum and dad.
Not really.
What did you say?
Ross and Monica's mum and dad's house.
Oh,
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like the Geller, like childhood house.
And you saw the one, what was that thing in the middle?
Yeah, the gazebo from Gilmore Girls.
And what we did actually see, the real
Friends fountain.
Oh my God.
And we got to sit on a chair in front of it.
I know. That was actually, they moved it, hadn't they? The real fountain.
And then a month after we went, we saw on Courtney Cox's story, she was there surprising people behind the sofa.
Yeah, so sad it wasn't when we was there.
How mad is that?
I know, yeah.
So that, we couldn't get tickets of Harry Potter World. The Warner Bros. Studios in London, it sells out quite quick. So you got a deal, didn't you, with the hotel that we stayed in?
Yeah.
It's called Travel Extras, was it, or something? Holiday Extras.
Holiday Extras, yeah.
That was it.
And the hotel, what was the hotel we stayed in? It was
Hilton. Doubletree Hilton.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
And
it was like a deal, but it was really good, wasn't it? Because we had breakfast, didn't we? And the breakfast was really nice. We drove to like the train, didn't we? Yeah, and we got on the train into London then, didn't we?
Yeah, we got on the underground, and it took us like half an hour. And then someone came onto the train and they asked me something, didn't they? Like I was a local.
I know, yeah.
I was like, yeah, you just want to get on that one over there to go all the way to Edgware.
We weren't sure which ones we was getting on anyway, did we?
No, we'd only just asked someone ourselves, I think, haven't we?
Yeah, so that was our London. And then, November, was it? Went to Paris?
Oh, yes. So then November we went to Paris. So within the space of a year, just over a year, we went to LA, London and Paris, which is like mad.
Yeah.
Like how amazing is that? Like how lucky that we were able to do these trips. Like we did, like I'd been saving a long time because we knew we wanted to go to California Disney. So that LA trip we'd been saving for a while for, and then we finally booked it. But yeah, the fact that we did London then after that, and then
because with Paris, you got a good place to stay because you and Colin stay there, aren't you? So you knew where everything was, didn't you? From there.
So we stayed in the hotel that was like an apart hotel, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were called that, weren't they? Apart hotel.
Apart hotel. Yeah, it was the Marie de Clichy apart hotel, apart city hotel or something, and it was near the underground. And so we just got straight on that, and we were like in Paris then, weren't we? Like, what was it, 25 minutes or something? Yeah. Because we had an apartment, like, we could just cook, couldn't we?
I set out a little table for us.
Yeah. It is cute when I go on holiday with Mum. She's like, you make sure that everything's laid out. If I've got my towel somewhere, like, she'll hang it up somewhere to dry, or like, you got all the croissants ready, everything's like clean and washed off, and it's nice going on holiday with you. Yeah. You look after me, and then I plan it all. And...
Yeah, you're like the, we're going to go on this, and you get it all up on your phone, don't you?
Yeah,
like, this is the way the train's going, and this is the time, and then you have all the tickets on everything. Because before we went, I'd watched this programme with Dad, hadn't I, the Moulin Rouge. And it was really interesting, because obviously I don't really know.
It was like a documentary, that wasn't it? It was actually real.
Because these two girls was in it, and there was a boy. And they was obviously learning the routines to go in the can for the Moulin Rouge.
Because that's all I knew, the can.
Well, that's really all I knew, the can.
I didn't realise what the Moulin Rouge was.
And so I thought that's pretty much what it was all about. But like when we went, it was just like...
Oh my God, it was so random. Well, you went, do you want to go to the Moulin Rouge then? Because we're going to Paris. I was like, yeah, I'll go. And it was like £100, was it? Close to £100 for a ticket, was it?
Something like that, yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, we're going to Paris together. We might not do it again.
I mean, it was amazing, like outside... what you saw and everything.
The aesthetic and everything. And everyone was really friendly in there.
Yeah, and it was so busy, wasn't it?
And we got sat right, like, I was basically on the stage, right at the front. Like,
we couldn't believe it when he was walking round, and we were literally right on the front, weren't we?
Because you just get there when you get there. Like, you don't queue and you get the front. Like,
no, you just go where they sit, they sit you wherever.
There's a man with a screen, and he just pointed at 2 seats, and then
that's
the usher took us then, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he just kept walking us round, and then we got closer to the front, and then we were at the front, and then I was sat next to the stage, and then they came on, the dancers, and they were like running next to my, like, the stage was like here, and they were like running, like past me.
And this man who was sat next to you.
Oh my God, yeah, because Mum, you were sat opposite me, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you were like looking at the stage, and I was like looking this way at the stage, and the couple. The boy was sat next to me, wasn't he?
And when they was like floating their dresses around, it went on his head,
didn't it? She spun round one of the dancers with a skirt like that, and the sequins were like across his face.
It must happen all the time.
He was laughing. Yeah, it was so interesting.
It was a strange show. There was like
it was so strange.
There was twins, and they was like both in the same dress, weren't they?
Yeah, I said it was almost like a circus.
Yeah, they did do circusy stuff, because then also they did like that water thing, didn't they? Where
oh my God, yeah. So all of a sudden, like halfway through the show, the stage moved backwards, and a tank rose from the floor of water, and a girl got in it and started swimming around.
Yeah,
it was really random.
And then they did that one where there was roller skating, didn't they? On that
on the podium.
On a podium.
Did they do an ice skating one as well? Well, I just made that up.
I think you made that up.
I feel like I did everything
There
else.
was another one. I think it was them.
Ice skating.
The girl where he threw the girl around, wasn't he?
They did
dancing,
like contemporary
dancing. Yeah.
I honestly just didn't like. Even when I came out the show, I was like, "What have I just watched?"
Yeah.
We were determined not to get a drink in the Moulin Rouge, because you could have it included in your ticket, and it was like £13 each for a drink, or €13. And then when we got there, we was like, "Oh, let's just see how much the drinks are." I think they were like €8 for a lemonade or something.
Yeah.
So we just beforehand anyway, we went to this little restaurant, had a snack, didn't we? Because we weren't that hungry.
And a drink.
And we got a drink, so we were like, we're not buying a drink in the Moulin Rouge because we don't drink anyway. And we didn't, we were like, I don't want to spend €8 on a Coke. I can last for an hour and a half without a drink.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went in and we looked and we're like, yeah,
not buying
the drink in here. If you'd gone with Dad, there'd have been wine, Sophie, champagne. Imagine. We're such a cheap day.
We're the same on that though, aren't we?
Yeah, we're like, we are not spending money.
Another thing I remember from the going to Paris was Emily in Paris when we went to see that set
we went to
so
the
cute.
Emily in Paris. We went to see the door where the apartment is, and then the fountain, and then Gabrielle's restaurant, and then the bakery that she goes to get her croissant.
We went, didn't we? And it was really nice weather, and we took all the pictures, and then we got our food, and we sat in the little park bit where the fountain is. It started raining.
I know it started raining, so we
bad.
both put our ponchos on then, didn't
and
we?
you told me don't bring me umbrella that day, didn't you?
Mum literally carried around this umbrella with her every day we're in Paris. I was like, Mum, you don't need to bring it today. You carried it around every day. And then it rained on the one day.
And it was really bad rain. But it only rained for a little while, didn't it?
Yeah, it rained for a little bit. And we stood underneath
that
that canopy and we were fine.
Yeah. Was that the day that we went to where the Louvre was and then we went to that restaurant, Angelina's? Was that day?
Yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
And we walked over the river, one of the Lovelock bridges. That was the
that
one I was
that
guiding
we
us
walked
to.
over. That was where we went we went on the boat, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, we walked over one of the bridges and we saw the tour boats coming across,
which we went on the day before.
We went on the day before, on the River Seine. The Seine River Cruise, We saw loads of them. We waved at everyone, didn't we?
Yeah.
On the boat.
Yeah, because we waved on the boat and then when we was up there, we waved at them, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, so we went to Angelina's, which a few people had told me. Oh, yeah, we went for, oh my God,
well, you
hot
did.
chocolate.
I didn't. It was
sickly. I love hot chocolate.
I know, but that was like the sickliest. You couldn't even drink it.
It's the thickest hot chocolate I've ever had. I felt sick, but happily sick, but couldn't move for a little while. Yeah, there loads of people were telling me before, we went on the trip, go to Angelina's. I think on TikTok it was trending a little bit.
Well, we had to queue as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we had to queue to get in, and you'd never heard of it. You just said, I'll go if you want to go in.
Well, I said, well, let's just get in the queue and have a think about it. Yeah. But we got a really good seat, didn't we?
And we weren't long. Were we 25, 30 minutes in the queue?
Yeah.
And it was fancy food. It wasn't overly priced. No. And you really wanted ice cream.
Yeah.
Because you eat ice cream anywhere in the world. What ice cream did you have?
So
fancy ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah, there was 3 different flavours, I think. There was pear,
salted caramel, and
is it
strawberry raspberry, I think?
Yeah, I think raspberry, yeah. It was so good.
And I had my thick hot chocolate that came with thick double cream, and I had some sourdough toast with it. To kind of break up the sweetness. Yeah. But we weren't really hungry. We just wanted I just wanted to go to Angelina's and you wanted some ice cream and I had a hot chocolate.
I think I was looking for an ice cream somewhere, wasn't I? And then I thought, I might as well just
have it in there.
And then when we come out of there, you took loads of pictures and that, didn't you? We went, I'm sure that's when we found that Normal shop, wasn't it? Home Bargains.
Yeah, but the shop's actually called Normal.
Normal, yeah.
Yeah, it was Home Bargains. They did a little bit of everything, didn't they?
Yeah.
We walked a lot of Paris that day.
One of the days we went to the tower.
Oh yeah.
And we did a TikTok.
I found a sound, didn't I, on TikTok that was the sound that's we're in Paris. And then we filmed different bits, didn't we?
Yeah, and one of them was outside the shop.
And then Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, and at the tower.
At the tower, yeah.
And then we went round the tower and
got to the
you
top.
answered all the questions.
Yeah.
Because you remembered all the things that...
Oh, yeah. So, we did... Was that included in something? So we got a ticket for the Eiffel Tower, and then we also bought from the same company the CM River Cruise because it was cheaper, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the guy that was on the tour guide, he kept asking questions, and Mum had said to me in the day, the guy who made the Blackpool Tower went there and loved it, so that's why he built the Blackpool Tower. So in my head, I know the Blackpool Tower is red. So when the guy on the tour was like, "Oh, can anybody guess what colour the original Eiffel Tower was?" I was like, "Oh, was it red?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I just said, because I knew that you'd said the guy from Blackpool liked it. So I thought it must have been red. Otherwise, why would he have done it?
You got right as well, didn't you?
Yeah, he said, can anybody guess what the animal was that was used to test the steps to show people that it was safe? And I was like, an elephant. Because I thought,
that's the
to show people that it's safe to walk on, you'd pick a really heavy animal.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Have you been on this tour before?" And I was like, "No, I'm just really, really smart."
That was really good, wasn't it? We really enjoyed that, didn't we? And we did that TikTok where we was down the bottom and then we jumped onto the top.
So we walked to the Eiffel Tower and we just had a look at it first. And I said, "Let's do a TikTok at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower. We'll just jump." Because you were like, "What you on about?" We're like, "We need to get to the tour." And I was like, no, just do it really quick. So I filmed us jumping at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower. You could see it behind us. And then I said, when we get to the top, we'll jump again. And then it will look like we've jumped to the top of the Eiffel Tower. And that was really cool. And then, how long were we there for? Did we do 8 or 10 days did we do in Paris? We did like 4 or 5 days in the city of Paris. And then we got on, oh my God, we got on the longest train journey, travel day that we've ever done, ever.
To Disney.
To get to Disneyland Paris.
It was because there was a problem, wasn't there?
My God.
They was off, wasn't they, if you remember? There was a strike.
And it was a Sunday. It was basically, we were meant to get on the RER at Auburn in Paris city centre and be one straight line to Disneyland Paris. And then there was a blockage. We all had to get off the train, like, probably on a train, we were half an hour, 20 minutes away from Disney. We had to walk upstairs. This lady told us, go over here.
Yeah.
And only because you saw the bus station did we get to the right place.
Yeah.
We got on the bus, but the lady that was driving the bus had no idea where she was going. And everyone was getting really annoyed. There was loads of people on this bus. Like, we managed to get a seat, but it was packed. There was people stood everywhere. Like, no one could move. And we were probably on that bus for nearly an hour. And it was so hot.
I know.
And we finally made it to Disney. We still went out, didn't we?
So we got to the hotel, the Dream Castle, didn't we? Yeah.
Because we didn't want to stay on site, because we'd stayed on site before and it wasn't that good. It was too expensive.
And you'd stayed here before and said it was nice. It was really nice.
It was really good.
It?
And we got breakfast included.
Yeah.
We got a private shuttle that goes to, what's it called? The shopping village.
The Bill or something?
Yeah. There's a shopping village anyway in the Disney district. And we went there on the private shuttle and he was like, right, you've got to be, it's leaving at 7.
Yeah, it didn't go so late, but it left at 7.
The shuttle's leaving at 7.
So it was like,
maybe it was like about 4:30 at this time.
Yeah.
And we thought, we're just going to go have a look round.
Yeah, we didn't really want to look in the outlet too much, did we? No. We weren't really fussed about that. And then we was going to the supermarket, weren't we? But
and he was like, right, and we need to leave the supermarket at this time.
Yeah.
We were like very good with our time, and then we were in the supermarket and time escaped us.
Yeah.
And we were paying, like, throwing things in the bag, and then we ran with all this shopping.
But we had to go...
You had like 17 layers on as well.
I know, but the shopping village, if you remember...
We had to run through the whole shopping village.
You have to show what's in your bags first.
Oh, yeah, to get in. Oh, my God. Yeah, they check your bags when you go in and out.
We ran and we got there, but, like, I don't even think there was that much panic.
I was wheezing.
I know, but when we got there, like, there wasn't even that... Like, there was a woman who booked one, I think, before us, and I don't even think it was that much of a panic, really, was it? But anyway, we had to wait.
He made it into a panic.
No, it wasn't that bad, was it?
So we got on it in the end, but we were sweating. Then we had to have a shower, and then we went back out to the Disney Village.
We did, didn't we?
What a wild day we had.
I know, we did, didn't we?
We were on a bus, train, little private shuttle.
No, train.
Oh, train again.
Yeah.
That little private shuttle, and then we went on the Disney Village bus.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, we went on the village bus.
Yeah. And then back again. That was a busy day.
It was really busy.
Yeah. And how many days were we back in Disney? Was it
3? Every night we tried to have a meal, didn't we? Somewhere.
We went to that other one, didn't we? What was that one called?
The English pub?
Yeah.
What was it called? The pub? I feel like it was called the pub.
Yeah, that was nice in there, wasn't it? We went in and then it got really busy.
And I had mac and cheese. Didn't we share mac and cheese? We shared. When I was younger, we always used to share a meal. And then when we went to the Rainforest Cafe, we shared fish and chips.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Oh. Yeah, that was really nice, wasn't it? In there?
Yeah, and we booked with attraction tickets. And these are our... With attraction tickets, we got 10 free photos. Yeah. And these are our photos up here. Oh my God, I made Mum queue for Stitch.
Yeah.
First day, Stitch, and that was 2 hours, was it?
Yeah.
And then the next day I made a queue for the Chipmunks, Chip and Dale, and I think that was like 2.5 hours.
It's just a shame, really, when you go, because
it wastes
you
all
have
your time, doesn't it?
Queue for so long.
Yeah. It's cold.
But we went for Christmas.
That was the problem, it was cold.
Yeah, we went because we wanted to go for the Christmas stuff, because the last time we'd been for Christmas was when you... I was 2. We'd been to Disneyland Paris since, but not for Christmas stuff, had we?
No, so me and Mum haven't been to Disneyland Paris at Christmas time since I was 2, basically, 1997 or something.
Yeah.
So we went there and we got to see, like, the Christmas tree, like, they had different parades on.
And then it snowed, didn't there?
Oh my God, yeah, there was snowfall on Main Street. It was so cool.
It was really nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we went for that time, but it was very cold. And you had, like,
cold.
Loads of stuff on, but it was still really cold.
And then you made me wait for the...
Oh, yeah. I just basically made Mum wait outside for a lot of this trip.
It's a good job I had all my warm stuff
I know,
on,
Mum had a big coat on. Your new coat, wasn't it? From M&S. We found a bench. That was the good thing.
Yeah, luckily.
Found a bench for the fireworks. I think it was like 6 o'clock, and the fireworks came on at 7:30. So I went to go get a hot chocolate for us, and then we just sat there and waited for the fireworks.
Yeah, which was good.
And everyone was like circling around trying to look for a bench, and Mum's like, got this bench.
Yeah, I was like spread out on it because there was another woman on the end, wasn't there, as well?
Waiting.
And then I just sort of spread myself out a bit. But
that was one of the best places I've been for the fireworks.
Yeah, that was.
I think
really
it's definitely worth it if you've got time.
Yeah.
Or a mum that would sit on a bench for you for an hour and a half, then I definitely recommend it. But I feel like Disney, we need to do a whole separate podcast because I've been to Hong Kong as well, haven't I?
Yeah.
And we're going to try and go to Shanghai, tick off all the ones, even the Hawaii resort ones.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
We'll do a whole separate podcast on Disney. But our next trip that we're planning is, we're thinking New York, aren't we?
New York this year.
Because why not? I love going on holiday with my mum, and
well,
we've decided we're going to do it now.
Well, you've done New York, some of it, haven't you?
Yeah, me and Colin, we went when we did that summer camp when we worked there. We travelled down the West Coast, and then we flew over to New York to come home. We did a few days in New York and a little bit in New Jersey. Like every holiday that I do with mum, it's like it's different because we're so similar.
Yeah,
we like the same things,
and we're quite happy with just doing whatever. We say, "Oh, shall we do that?" And
we're on the same wavelength, aren't we?
Yeah, like when we went to the Angelina's, it wasn't really on the list, but we just sort of went on it, didn't we?
And we love supermarkets.
We love a
supermarket. In LA, we went to Amazon Fresh, Costco, Whole Foods.
We've got to talk about Amazon Fresh because that was amazing. So
we went in there because you wanted salad cream.
I know.
And in Amazon Fresh, they have an Alexa on all the aisles, and you asked, didn't you, Alexa, have you got any? Where's the salad cream? And she was like, did she say Band-Aids or something?
Yeah, I think so.
She came with a whole
so
different.
Funny.
That was like the best. Amazon Fresh is really cool.
Yeah, it's really good.
So yeah, New York we're thinking next. So that'll mean in the space of like nearly like just under 2 years, we'll have done LA, London, Paris, New York. How mad is that? Like crazy. We're so lucky that we're able to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll just have to keep saving.
Well, I've got my air miles, haven't I?
Yes, from the trip. Yeah, when we went to LA.
Yeah, and what I save up with Tesco's.
Yeah.
Like money saving.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about our money saving.
Yeah, well, that's money saving, isn't it? Tesco's for air miles.
Yes.
So, have you got any money saving tips that you've had this week?
So let's think. Have I got a money saving tip? I mean, I'm a Hollister member, the Cali Club, and I always go on there when there's deals on. So they normally have Cali Club membership kind of prices anyway, but they also had a sale on top of that. So I ended up getting this coat that I really wanted. I tried it on. I didn't buy it. I wanted to wait for it to go on a sale. They had 30% off in the sale anyway, and then the Cali Club took it down. I think it took like an extra £15 off it. And then I had a voucher as well. So I ended up getting this coat that was meant to be $75. I think I got it for like £30, £35. Yeah, I tried it on the shop, but then I ordered it online.
Yeah, bargain.
It was a proper bargain. I wouldn't have bought it otherwise.
No.
But I haven't actually got a white coat, so I did technically need one. And it's really cute. What about you? Did you get any deals?
Yeah, so my deal of the week was our AA membership was coming up, and obviously we've got a family one, so we're all on it, and every year it just keeps going up and up, and this year they wanted £299, and I was like, I can't pay
what was
that
it
much.
last year then?
So it's 220, which was still too much, but
how can they you've not changed anything?
No, and we haven't even used it, and we've been with them for 14 years.
Mad.
Anyway, I saw this deal online that for new customers, and it was like £156, and I was like, so I rang them up and I said, well, technically I could cancel and just get another
I'll just
deal. Rejoin
as a new member.
And she was like, well, technically you can't do that. I was like, why can't I do that? She was like, oh, because you're already with us. I said, yeah, but I'd cancel. I said, well, anyway, I could do it in my husband's name.
Yeah.
And she was like,
threats.
She was like, oh, let me see what I can do.
Oh, so, they always do that, don't they?
Yeah, so she said 219. So I said to her, could you do it for 200?
Yeah.
And she come back at 199. So I was like, yeah, £50 a year for each of us. So anyway, so I was quite happy with that, £50.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
So we've saved money this week. We always save money.
We do.
Every week we'll talk about something that we've saved.
Tip
yeah, we do that anyway. We'll always message each other, I got this deal.
Yeah.
Or I'll send it, I got this much off. Or you'll send me something and say, I got this cash back today.
Yeah.
Or even with attraction tickets, we got some cash back. So it just
works out. And free photos.
And free photos, 10 free photos. Got to get a deal, haven't we?
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to that one. Hopefully you found it interesting. And if there's anything that you wanted to know more, like who we booked with, like where we went in LA, where we stayed, maybe we could do a whole separate one on the whole LA trip and talk about a price breakdown of everything that we did. And we'll be releasing episodes hopefully every week so that you can catch up on our lives and what we're doing.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to this episode of To My Daughter. If you're listening on Spotify, you can also check out the full podcast video on YouTube. And if you want to see more, make sure to follow us on our Instagram at To My Daughter Podcast.